Hi everybody, it's Maddie from the Nina. I hope you guys are doing well. We're back with another art challenge for you all to try today. This one is very exciting. It's based off of the art of two artists that attend the Nina, Scott Berry and Laura Traverse. And this challenge today is make your own comic. This is a really cool experience for people. Both of them have made their own comics. They turned out amazing. We have both available in the gift shop. And we thought we'd be interested in seeing what you guys would come up with at home. This is also a good experience if you did the first challenge, which was make your own superhero. You could put that character into your own comic. That'd be a really good way of kind of combining the two challenges. But if you didn't do the first challenge, you could just make up a different storyline. That also works. Let's take a look at Laura's comic first. Laura's comic is set in space and begins after a spaceship crashes into an asteroid. The main character, named Laura, has to figure out what happened and runs into some new characters along the way. So Laura's comic is very complex in terms of its storytelling. There's lots of characters, there's lots of plot going on, lots of different races, and interesting twists and turns. And she must have written out the story ahead of time so she knew where to put everything when she made her comic. So one option for you when you're making yours, if you're using your superhero you made for the first challenge, is to write out a basic story ahead of time of what you want to happen in your comic, so that when you're ready to start drawing, it all goes very smooth and seamlessly. Another thing to take from Laura's comic is the way that she draws her panels. If you're just doing one set of panels, this might not be too important, but if you're making an entire comic, it's good to make sure that your panels are slightly different on every page. This stops the viewer from being bored while they're reading. If you look at her panels as well, there's different things happening in each of them. They're all from different angles, or they show what's happening inside and what's happening outside. They kind of vary, and that's really great as well. If all your panels are the same image over and over again, your viewers are going to get quite bored. So by switching it up and showing things from different angles or from different perspectives, you can keep them interested. This comic is Scott's. It's called Fred's Disasters and follows the main character Fred throughout his day and the various mishaps he gets into. So one thing I like about this comic is it shows consistency. Scott draws Fred the exact same way every time. The outfit is the same, the colors don't change, and that's really important when drawing your comic. Consistency is key. If you draw your character very, very different in every panel, it gets hard to keep track of them as one person. Scott's storyline is a little bit simpler than Laura's. There's only one character, it's just about his day as he goes about it and all the bad things that happen to him. But the words in the speech bubbles, oddly enough, are not connected to the story. For these, Scott went through magazines or through books and found pieces of text and put them in the speech bubbles instead of a storyline. This is really interesting because combined with the drawings, they create their own narrative that is at times quite entertaining and quite funny. What Scott's comic shows us is the power of visuals in storytelling. We might not even need words to follow along with a story. If the drawings are legible and good, we can follow along or create meaning on our own. This is an option for you as well. Do you need dialogue to make a good story? Do you need words? Or can you just use images? This is also an option if you do not want to write a lot of words or dialogue into your comic. Both of the comics I've showed you are quite long, but you do not have to do a full-length comic book. You can just do one strip if you prefer. I've made a template for you to try out, so you can print this off and then draw your own comic inside of it as a good place to start off. So give that a try. We'd love to see what you come up with, and send them to Janice on Instagram or Facebook. She's been working really hard on a digital gallery, so if you go on the 9 Art Challenge, there should be a link to that so you can go see your art up in a digital gallery. Another one is coming as well, because we've gotten so many entries, we need to make a second one. And once these are finished, we'll put those up on there as well. This is a little bit of a special challenge because this one comes with a prize. From all the comics we receive, we're going to pick one winner, and they are going to get both copies of these comics and a t-shirt from our gift shop. So please try and make your own comic with your own superhero or a different storyline, and then send them to us so we can take a look. I'll talk to you guys soon. Have a good night. Bye everyone.